Welcome to Grandma Diamond's kitchen. I got a good one for you today. I have a surprise. My granddaughter, Dorothy, is here with me. And she's going to be cooking for us today. She's going to be showing us how to make some delicious holiday menus. We're still on our holiday series because, you know, the holiday is from Thanksgiving to New Year's. And we be having family, friends, relatives popping over, coming over. So we want to be ready for them. So this is, what are you making for us today?
No-bake sweet potato cheesecake with candied pecans.
All right. That sounds very holiday-ish. Okay, so I'm going to be a helper. So we're going to get started.
The no-bake sweet potato cheesecake, and this recipe came about because I wanted to do a cheesecake, sweet potato cheesecake. I tasted it before, but I don't bake. So I wanted to do the easy version like my grandma always does. And I said, okay, I found the no-bake recipe, and then I added my grandma's sweet potato pie recipe to it. So first we're going to do the candied pecans. And this is 1 egg yolk and 1 teaspoon of water. And we're going to add that together, and we're going to whisk it until it gets nice and frothy. You guys see it getting nice and frothy. I'm going to whip it for about 30 seconds to a minute, just really good. Okay, and so now it's nice and frothy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this frothy mixture to these pecans. The key to the candied pecans are using your hands to mix it all together. And so this is the first step to a really good cheesecake. So you're going to use your hands, and you're going to want to coat. The reason you want to use your hands is because you want to get some on every single pecan, and you won't be able to tell if they're all coated really well with a spoon or with anything but your hands. So like my grandma says, rub them like you rub your man, and just go to town.
Can't be afraid of your food.
Can't be afraid of your food. Okay. So now those feel nicely coated. And now we're going to take this is our sugar mixture. This is 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of salt. That's it. We're going to put this in to the pecans, and I'll show you how to rub it like you rub your man. And you're just gonna go to work, and you just want it to be on every pecan. You want some of that sugar mixture. You got that nice egg white mixture on there. Want to get down in the bottom and see. Now they're sticking really nice. The sugar mixture is sticking to everyone really nice because it has that egg mixture on everyone. And so now we're going to put the pecans all over the pan, the sheet pan. We want it to be all spread out. We don't want it to stick or anything. We want each one. And we're going to cook them for 30 minutes in the oven. We're going to cook them for 30. We don't want any on top of each other. But we want to cook them for 30 minutes. But the key is every 10 minutes, we're going to go in with a spatula, and we're going to go and break them up and flip them over, turn them around. So every part of them are toasted and nice and lovely, and they're nice and evenly coated and browned. Just like when we toss them, they're nice and evenly coated. So we will be back to show you what it looks like.
What were we going to put it on? How many? 350?
350.
350.
Okay, 350 for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So put it a little higher.
Oh, did we shoot it? No, this is off camera. No. Long way. We're gonna finish this no-bake cheesecake. So the no-bake cheesecake is pretty simple. 16 ounces of cream cheese, Philadelphia preferably, and 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. But like I said, we put a twist to it, and we put the sweet potato, and we're using Grandma Dorothy's sweet potato pie recipe. So we're using 1 yam and a half a tablespoon of nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice. We're not going to use the powdered sugar because this sweetened condensed milk is very, very sweet. So the first step, we're going to take this sweet potato, the yam, and we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So we're just going to beat this yam. We just want to beat it really quick and easy. And then we're going to put that spice in the yam because we don't want it to overpower everything else. So we're going to blend these separately. Straight down the side of the bowl so everything gets in there really good. And that's done. We just need 1 yam because the ratio to cream cheese and condensed milk is just 1 yam because we don't want it to be, yams have a lot of water in them and we don't want them to make the cheesecake, mess up the cheesecake thickness, because these two together are going to make the cheesecake stick really good. So now we're going to take the sweet potato mixture and we're going to take that and we're going to put it in there. So that's the sweet potato mixture and that's the 1 yam. And now I'm going to wash my utensils and I'll come back and show you guys how we're going to mix the rest. Okay, so now we're going to take the cream cheese and we're going to beat the cream cheese. And this is softened cream cheese. We just want to loosen it up. And then we're beating the cream cheese with the sweetened condensed milk. Can I have that, Grandma Dorothy? And so, if you guys have had sweetened condensed milk, you know it's really sweet. So that's why we use 2 8-ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese because it has to even itself out. And so we're just gonna.
Yes, it's real cute.
Yeah, it is really sweet. And so we're gonna push this down.
When I was a little girl, I used to love to eat the dough of the cake or the pie or the frosting, whatever. And I still love to do it.
And now, this is 2 tablespoons of lemon. We're going to add that in. And we're going to add in also our 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to let this mix until it gets nice and smooth. And I'm going to show, we're just going to fold in the sweet potato after it gets nice and smooth. Now,
Welcome back.
okay, and so now we're just adding our little sweet potato. The whole thing about the sweet potato cheesecake is I wanted to get that same sweet potato taste, but I wanted to have that sweet cheesecake taste too. So we're just gonna fold the sweet potato in, and it's gonna give it all that holiday flavor, that nutmeg, that allspice, the sweet potato. It's gonna give us that flavor, but we're gonna have that cream cheese richness. So it's a whole another ball game. And so we're just gonna go ahead and fold the sweet potato and the mixture right in, and we're done with the filling. And the next step is just putting it in the fridge and letting it firm up. The sweetened condensed milk and the cream cheese is what makes it firm up, and the sweet potato and the spices were just to give it a whole different flavor. So I'm gonna put that filling right on in. And we're just gonna smooth it out. And so this is all in there. This is one cheesecake, and I will be back to show you what it looks like when it's as nice and firm and set.
How long do we have to let it set?
At least 1 hour. Overnight, preferably, if you have time to cook it the night before, because it'll really tighten up. But if you can't wait that long, this is no bake. It's supposed to be easy and quick. 1 hour is about how long it takes to tighten up.
We'll be back. Welcome back. Now for my granddaughter coming to be our guest cook, we got a brand new camera. We got a high definition. We had to get her on high definition because she's definitely high definition. And so this is our finished pie, but it was not. It takes more than an hour to set.
Yeah.
So we just cut a slice to show you. Okay. See, it's not set like it should. The best way is to let it set overnight, but I would say at least 5 or 6 hours, and we didn't have that much time.
Recommended.
Recommended. And so the pecans, you just put them all on the top. Okay. But it's delicious. The filling is very good.
The filling, once you let it set, it should set overnight. Especially because we added the sweet potato. It would usually set for 1 hour. If it didn't have the sweet potato in it. But the filling alone is amazing. And once it's set, it's perfect. Is it perfect, Grandma?
It's so good.
Perfect.
Delicious. Delicious. Very good. Very good.
There you have it. No bake, sweet potato cheesecake. Grandma Dottie's edition.
Happy eating to you, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Very good. Very good. Real good.